Hello Internet, welcome back to our CK3 playthrough as a Norse character here. We are the Jarl of Agder at the moment. I believe we can rename our little realm here if we were so inclined. How does one do that? House Agder? Yeah, so if we renamed our dynasty, it would rename our character. I believe, yeah, the Jarldom. How do I... Jarldom of Agder? So we could also change the name of that if we were so inclined. I don't think we're going to do that. But I'm excited to be back playing more CK3. We apparently had a victory at some point. I believe we, in the last episode, conquered this area and got ourselves our first vassal, although he is not terribly powerful. And I made a note here in my recording notes that I'm supposed to go to war with the chiefdom of Vestfold. That is because we saw in a previous episode that their military strength is currently depleted. So at the moment, they have 233 men available to them, 333, excuse me, with their additional men-at-arms. And then additionally, they have an ally that can provide up to 900 additional 900 additional men for their cause. Now, there's no guarantee. Where are you? Opland? Oh no, I don't want you to have a relationship with Opland. Attacking Jarl Bagsek Eriksson of Gillen. So he's currently at war with this person over here. So they are pretty distracted at the moment. It is possible that we could go to war with them. How many men do we have? 861 plus maybe another 150 from our vassal, although our vassal doesn't like us very much, so I don't think that plus 21, he might come to war. He might come to war. You would think he'd like us more given that we elevated his stature in life. Currently he's giving us 14 men in levies. If they are at war with Gilland, they may be down here. We don't see any siege marks, so they may not be sieging at the moment, so we don't know where their army is. If they were thoroughly distracted with the war, we could probably take Vestfold and ignore their alliance. Through marriage of Jarl Dag of Opland to High Chiefess Ragnhild. Who is the... So it's this person. Wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. The Jarl Dag of Opland and Chiefess Ragnhildur Sigurgr. Is that you? No. That would be you and you. Okay. So, as we discussed previously in CK3, the only way really to form an alliance is through marriage. So, this person is married to someone... This person is married to the king here, and they are somehow connected to the guy in charge of Vestfold. What we could do, unfortunately, we're going to lose this opportunistic moment. What we could do is try to kill one of these members. What is our current intrigue? Oh, it's just so bad. How about our council member? 15. We have a terrible intrigue. So the odds of us successfully killing someone, let's try to murder this individual. We would gain stress because we are honest, which means we're going against our character. I really mostly don't like the stress system. I believe that you should be able to play however you want, and only this should matter for roleplay reasons. I don't think it should matter for game mechanic reasons. So the fact that we're going to be penalized just because we're trying to do something that is a totally reasonable part of the game is... It irritates me that I'm being punished for that. We have a very small success chance because our intrigue is terrible, and we don't know. Predicted agent 0. We might be able to bribe some people to join us, but for the most part, it's unlikely for us to succeed. And it's on an 8-year timetable. A lot can change in 8 years, so I don't think trying to kill this person is even worth our time. It would just waste a huge amount of time. Especially like a Jarl. I should just not have this problem when I'm trying to kill other, opposing nations' people. Obviously, people got killed in the old days from agents plus 16%. So we could get one person to join us, and it would still take like 7 years. We could switch our council member to support our schemes, which will increase our chances. How high is our chance? 31%. That's super bad though. And it would just take 2 years. We can try. We eventually are going to want to take this land anyway, and a lengthy alliance between those two people is not in our best interest. Let's do it. We haven't done a scheme yet. So let's just do it. And then what's the worst case thing that happens? People find out you're exposed for the crime of murder. Crimes may be secular or religious. How does our religion feel about such things? Ancestor worship, human sacrifice, monger. We should just go to war and take the rest of these provinces, and then once we're stronger, we could overcome both of them. How are you guys doing alliance-wise? You have an alliance with Moray, so we might be able to take both of you in one fell swoop. And just declare war on both of you at once. We could do attacking East Anglia. Really? I'm surprised. Oh, look. They've, the Norse have invaded East Anglia. That's a bummer. For them, East Anglia, I believe, is where Boudica was from. In modern day terms, it would have been East Anglia. But, what about you? You don't have any alliances. I would really like to take Vestfold, honestly. I want to expand in this direction as well. But I don't think now is the moment. So what we'll do is plot to kill the Jarl. We have a decent chance-ish. We can maybe bribe additional people. We have some gold. Start the scheme. You started a scheme against Jarl Dag. You gained 42 stress because you were honest. So at 100, we will jump to the next stress level, but we can also get events that will negate that. So I'm not super concerned. Let's check in on the scheme. Invite people. Yes, 1 agents. An agent is a participant in a scheme who provides scheme power. Only their courtiers, guests, and direct vassals can be recruited as agents for hostile schemes. People close to the family is better. Okay, so let's invite... Can be convinced. You guys would bring quite a bit of success chance. Can be convinced. Bribe. 37 gold, and we would gain more stress, but we would get 31 additional percent chance of success. Absolutely. Did that not work? I don't know if I clicked that or not. Maybe it takes a second. Let's wait a few ticks here. Okay, joined as an agent in my scheme. So we're up to 62%. And it's going to take 20 months. Give me, who was the other one? 15 extra percent and 10%, 10 siege or scheme power. 77% chance of remaining a secret. So the higher our success, the more likely we are to do it without being detected as well. So I do think we'll pay for this additional person. We've tapped out on our gold resources. What we could do in the meantime is go raiding. We haven't done that in a while. Has joined my scheme. Ofelg would make a accomplished commander. You are blind, so no, I don't think you would be an amazing commander. Brilliant strategist, though. Glutton and compassionate and paranoid. Okay, would you like to be one of my champions? I don't actually have money at the moment, unfortunately. 5 gold for a 4 champion? No, I don't think that that's worth... I mean, it's better than nothing, I suppose, but no, I don't think that's worth at the moment. Let's check on our levies. How many men do we have at our disposal? So we have room for another 200 men or so. Let's go raiding. Let's raid. Let's be a raider. Hopefully we don't end up in war while we're raiding, but we'll see what happens. Oh, they've all been recently raided. I was going to come over here and harass Sweden, but a lot of it has been raided. What nation is this? Are you your own nation? You are. What happened here? What happened to Sweden? Wasn't Sweden formed? Am I misremembering? Upland? I thought these were merged into one province. Whatever. Anyway, let's head over yonder, I guess. We can harass Shayland? Shayland? Sure. I can't speak. Big surprise. We have a bunch of issues. Low county control. Yeah, we're working on that. That is going to just plain take time. How high are you? 52%. We could send you elsewhere for the time being. I'm going to let you run a little bit longer, and then we'll send you over to Jathar over here. Chafing control. County suffers under the harsh attention of the Rums Marshal, which is funny because you have basically no control, and these two things basically cancel each other out. They don't like me very much, which means there's a chance at getting peasants rising up against us. Currently, there are no factions against us. That may change. Can't afford to create the duchy. We don't have any champions. Yeah, let's just go raid. Let's go raid, raid, raid. Yes, 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 yes. Give me monies. I want monies for my kingdom. We have a lot of pop-ups about tutorial stuff, which is just crazy that you think anyone reads tutorial messages. Chieftain Heralder of Vestfold was taken prisoner by Jarl Beskeg. Why am I being notified of this? Are you in my Chieftain Heralder of Vestfold? That's this guy. Taken into battle, taken prisoner by Jarl Bagseg of Gillen. So in this war, this guy conquered Vestfold, took this guy hostage, which, because he's attacking, means that they now have a 100% war score, and that war is going to end. So, unfortunately, they're going to start recouping their men immediately. I was hoping that war would drag on while our thing fired. That way, when this guy died in like a year, they might still be doing war, and if they're at war, they're going to have depleted numbers. But since they've lost, they're immediately going to be ending the war, which will give them a chance to recoup. Yes, he immediately lost the war, yes. So they're no longer at war, which means their military might will begin to recover. They have quite a lot of men. Even just this 2-province thing has enough men to compete with us. We would really like to continue developing our holding. When is this going to be done? 4 months? Okay, I mean, it's not great. We want to really press in there, but that's okay. So we finished raiding this particular town. Let's head over here and continue harassing our neighbors. This is what you get for being near me, I guess, is what this is. We're going to keep a close eye on this in case they raise an army here somewhere. It's very important we keep a close eye on our raiders while they're raiding. Our wife, the religious leader of our realm, is pregnant, which is great. I don't know that we have an heir. I don't remember. We do. We have a son already. In fact, are you being educated by some... That's right, you're a bleeder. I do remember that. Are you currently being educated by someone? You are. I believe we can also assign a specific sexual orientation. None. Well, that's probably good for someone your age. What? How do we... We can go a step further, right? We can make them study a specific thing. Grant titles. No, not yet. Disinherit. Someone told me you can assign a child a specific focus, which will give them a stat benefit. How do I do that? This is your heir, member of our family. Hook. Just clicking him does nothing. I don't know. I don't think I... Maybe I can't, and I'm misunderstanding. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I don't want to muddle too much in these things. What was that thing by my name? What is this? Lifestyle? Okay. Yeah, so I think if our son was older, we would have that similar pop-up where we could assign a specific focus for him. So maybe he's just not old enough. Keep our eye on our raiders. My daughter, praise Freya, Asta has given birth to a perfect little daughter. Who are you? You must be a concubine. Just give her a good Norse name. Inga. Great. May you grow strong and wise, child. We have captured Jarl Hrain's son and heir, Tyke, during the siege. So this is good. This will give us some additional monies. 16 gold because you can't afford a ransom of 100. How about I hang on to him for a little while you recover your gold, and then I will hopefully get more money for him. So let's go siege this other holding. We're going to take attrition. Moving will result in 100 casualties. Well, that sounds terrible. Don't do that. Why is that, by the way? What is, will result in 100 casualties. Why? Why is that? Do you just not have... Where do I see the supply limit? Supply limit 1840. So why can't... Why would I take attrition here? There's no river crossing. Doesn't matter. Head over here. It's fine. More attrition. Why am I going to take so much attrition? Everywhere I go, I'm going to take 100 casualties. I don't understand. We're on the terrain map mode. I don't see anything terrain-wise that would make me think that. Supply limit 845 of 1800. First raiders... Okay. 845 of 1800. Are we out of supplies or something? Levies, champions, monthly attrition. Do I have like a supply? If we send you back, are you still... You're going to take attrition? You're not going to take attrition. Okay. So go back home. Just go home. It's fine. We got 30 gold out of it. We'll send them elsewhere maybe, I guess. And we'll just hang on to his heir as someone to sell him later on. Our men are not recovering because they're currently raised. Chieftain of Ragover has given rise to peasant rabble. Yeah, so that would be where we were just looking about how people are not very happy with us. What this means is that a faction has been formed against us. Now, factions are people within our realm that don't like us very much and have a specific goal in mind. So depending on what the faction is, they will have different demands and different goals. So this is peasant rabble, and probably what they want... In fact, can we see... Yes, lower county control, which is funny because we have a 2 out of 100 county control. So basically, they're going to eventually get to a point where they're going to raise up a little military army here to try and take control of this province, and once they succeed, it will lower control, probably for like 10 years or something like that. It'll have a debuff that max, reduces the max it can be. Discontent. How do I make you like me more? If I send my chancellor, domestic affairs, direct vassal opinion, doesn't say anything about popular opinion, loss of opinion, increased control. Now I don't want... We should have had this guy here propagating our build speed, increasing our build speed, but it's a little late for that now. I got to start using the hotkeys. People are going to get irritated that I'm always clicking on things. Jeez. I don't think we have a way to raise people's opinion of us, so we might just come back and wait for that to fire, and then, of course, beat them to death because they're going to be weak little peasants. Simple palisade constructed in the dens, or I believe it's actually might be pronounced Nedanez. Or, I googled it and now I don't remember. But in this province, we got a new palisade, which increases our levies considerably. In that area, if we scroll in, we have 399 levies, 322, 184, 192. So it's something. They will be returning shortly, which will give us our boost of gold and prestige. And we also really would like to go to war at some point. Faction created against you. Yes, we know. Go ahead and disband our armies so that they can recover, especially because we might be getting some angry peasants at some point here in the future. Next, send an ultimatum in 47 months. Discontent. Monthly change +2. Discontent is a measure of how close a faction is to issuing an ultimatum. If a faction's military power is at a threshold, discontent will increase every month. Military power is below the threshold. Discontent will decrease. Powerful factions have their discontent rise quickly. Yeah, but you're just a bunch of peasants. You're not that powerful. 31%. I wish I knew what that meant. 1 member. Peasants from the chiefdom of Ragofor. Contribution is based on the county's levies and popular opinion. You don't have that many men. You're not strong enough to overpower me. What is the point of this? It's a futile effort. But we're going to let our men recover. In fact, we can assign, since we know we have a reduced levy here because we just upped the cap, you'll see the levies are 399. Our current levies, how do I see that? Minus 6% martial. Yeah, but how many of them are raisable at this exact moment? 322. Is this the maximum number currently raisable? I don't know how to do some things in Crusader Kings. Tribal hold. Click. Oh, you can upgrade the holdings as well. I didn't really realize that. How would I, if I wanted to raise just this army, how would I do that? Military. Your armies. Click to show details. Okay, so you can't seem to levy them. Okay, well that is disappointing. Let's just let our levies recover. Regardless, let's send our marshal. He's done enough with the control. I don't think we want to send him over here because it's just going to infuriate the peasants. Can your control thing increase popular opinion? It can, actually. So yes, send you over there. Which will give them a chance of liking us more. And then if we have enough gold, I would love to build something else. We don't have enough gold. And I would like to go raiding some more, but we really want to replenish our men in preparation for the faction revolt, and because our scheme is getting closer and closer to firing. It's only 77%, but hey, it's better than nothing. Has anything changed? No, people still don't like me very much. You are still in an alliance, and your manpower, yes, has recovered considerably. Not great, so we're going to pass a bunch of time here and just let things play out. Oh, Ursa, you have been so brave, so strong. Words cannot describe my love for you, and now we have a perfect little son. Wonderful, this is my wife. Who will you become, my child, and what shall I call you? Again, give me a good Norse name. Scully? Sure. Sure, that doesn't make me think of Monsters, Inc. Great, and we'll just keep passing some time. Our levies are very slowly recovering. The loathsome Jarl dog is at war. He is currently camped in Northri Garbabava, and sources tell me that he will pick up more camp followers soon. A perfect opportunity to get some of my people into his camp. Unseen in the crowd, they will report to me. We will gain progress, or flour, wheat, meat, burn it, or the armies will get lacking provisions. So do we want to disrupt his war abilities, or do we want to try and kill him? We want to try to kill him. Time has come. My agents are in place. One of them will pay the assassin the very night of the deed will happen. Another will ensure that the wall is unguarded. A third will leave a subtle trail of candles to Jarl Dag's bedchamber. Everything is in place. 8% chance we get discovered. 77% chance we kill him. Do it. Do it. It seems to have been difficult to get Jarl Dag by himself, but once the assassin finally did, he was not long for this world. I've covered my tracks well, and if anyone suspects me for being behind the attack, no one will dare say it out loud. So we've killed him, and no one knows. Excellent. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. So now, Vestfold is no longer in an alliance with Opland. Truce with Jarl Bagsek of Jylland, yes, and you are attacking Moray, or Moor, which, no, I don't want you to have that land. That's going to be my land. So they have 580 men. We have nearly 1,000. The faction is reducing, which is good. It's going to be several years before they fire. So we go to war with Vestfold. Now that they no longer have an alliance, can I take the entire realm from you? Conquer County. Oh, no, pause. Sorry. I've come to expect mischief from my son in Air Kjotva. His creativity keeps me on my toes. When it's not a prank, it is a brawl. Disgruntled tutor or grazed knees from an adventure gone wrong. He's 3? How is it a brawl? How is my 3-year-old son getting into a brawl? He is going to be rowdy, which is increased martial and intrigue, which is perfectly fine. And I would actually like to check again on his education. I still don't see a way to give him a specific education, so we're not going to worry about that. We do, unfortunately, now have 2 sons, which means our... Oh, how many sons do I have? 2. Which means our realm is going to go through some problems, possibly, when we die. But we are quite young. We're 31. We could have a solid 35 or 40 years ahead of us of ruling. So let's declare war. Can I take your entire realm all at once? Conquer duchy. Click. You gain a contested title. Oh, we don't have enough piety. That's disappointing. Is that what this says? Your fame is less than illustrious? Yeah, I didn't know we needed to be illustrious. Okay, and we don't have the piety, so we can't do it. In fact, there's a whole bunch of reasons why we would lose devotion. Okay, well, that's not good. We don't want the religion to hate us or anything. We could be, like, excommunicated. Whatever the pagan version of that is. Probably just, like, burnt at the stake, more likely. But, yeah, let's just conquer a county. Yes, we'll take Vestfold here. If you win, the barony of Drafen will become part of your domain. I would love to take both. Or even the other one. Why can't I conquer the other one? I can't. Okay. What about... I can't even see what their men are or anything. Well, regardless, we're going to war and you're going to lose. Let's raise our military might. Man, I really wish we had been able to replenish a little bit more. But every day that goes by, we replenish, they replenish. It's a whole thing. So, raise all armies. Great. And we will go to war. Actually, that's not the full number. There we go. Head off to war, my lads. Take this land for your Jarl. Freya Sarah has given birth. Oh, praise Freya. Sarah has given birth to a perfect little son. This is our 3rd son, which is not great. I don't want to have more sons. Please stop making babies. But again, we're penalized for not having concubines, so we need to take concubines. Give him a good religious name. Sure. Otter. Great. It's a lovely name for a child, and definitely not a small animal. I would like actually to take the fight here because they have 2 provinces, so they're going to be able to come back into our realm and siege us, which is going to make siege progress slower. You'll see they're going around to go siege us. I would rather take the fight. 627. See, because if he sieges, he's going to raid us. We're going to lose stuff. Just let him siege us. We'll just hit both of his provinces probably before he can do much in ours. Our wife is pregnant again. Hooray, man. You just can't keep it in your pants, can you? Just can't consolidate the realm. Their siege progress is way faster than mine. Why? Just we've gotten bad rolls and they've gotten good rolls, I guess. Because they're sieging our capital, which is not great. Minting new coinage. It is my right and responsibility to determine what coinage is to be used throughout all of Agder. Choices I make will determine how the coinage, and by extension the realm, is seen throughout the world. Mint silver coins to facilitate trade. We will get 5% development growth. Mint gold coins imprinted with my own visage, however you want to say it. 350 prestige. Or debase the coinage with inexpensive nickel. We will gain stress because we are honest, but we will... okay, no. Gold coins it is. I would rather have the prestige, I think, because the development's not super relevant at the moment. So give me the prestige. I hate that their siege progress ticked up so quickly. We took the chieftain's daughter during the siege. We're actually going to ransom her immediately because I don't think... Can we enforce our demands? You will not accept. So this is a thing with Crusader Kings that I really dislike as well. In something like EU4, if you're at war and you conquer like most of a province, they'll realize kind of that they're losing the war and they'll just concede. In Crusader Kings, they basically will not concede unless you have 100%, which I think is lazy. I do think that there are plenty of times where people should concede. Not saying this is one of those situations necessarily. All we did was capture his kid. but we will attempt to ransom the child. 50 gold, absolutely. You can have your child back. We will lose war score for that, but we were already planning to siege his other holding, which will take us to 100% anyway, so it doesn't matter. Great, 50 gold out of that. And we should check on this guy again, see if he's willing to pay for his child yet. We have, how do I see my prison? Intrigue, I believe. Nope. Realm. Nope. We'll just flip through all of these until we find what we're looking for. Court. Prisoners. Yes. Hello, child. How much money does your father have? 55 gold. That's better than what we originally would have made. So I think we'll ransom his child back for another windfall. And if they come try to siege back their holding, we will take the fight. But otherwise, we would like to finish this siege so that we can get 100% war score. And that'll be the end of the war. Till death do us part, dear Asta, I might have loved you, yet I feel your passing more acutely than I ever thought possible. You were always there, my constant companion. Did I take you for granted? There are so many things left unsaid. Was that my wife? No, it was one of my concubines. We are stressed out because our acquaintance died. Who were you to me exactly? We won the siege. We took a prisoner. Yes, we know. We released the prisoner. They sieged us. They captured my courtiers. My daughter Inga and 2 other people were captured during the siege. And my courtier was killed in the siege. So he is our child, but when we complete the war, I believe he will return her to us. So we don't need to worry too much about it. We're going to attempt to out-siege him here, which I think we will do. He's actually sieging quite fast, of 200. But at this point, it's just a race to see who can siege who faster. And we want to win. My son, oh, Ursa, yes, good Norse name, sure. Sure. Stop having children, please. It'd be great if you could just... someone could pop by and my royal physician could give me a vasectomy. That would be wonderful. We now control this property. We have 100% war score. We will enforce our demands. Enforce our demands. Blah, 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 etc. So be it. So now we have Vestfold. No, we are still at war. Why am I at war? No, we're not at war. It was pulsing red there. I thought we were at war. You're above your domain limit. That's fine. We'll address that in a moment. Did I get my children back? No. Give me my children back. He will not accept. Excuse me? For gold, you will accept. I hate to say this, kid. You're not worth 25 gold to me at the moment. Are you also... So he took my 2 daughters. Well... Oh, and we can't even take it from him. Why does this impassable mountain range count as my domain? I don't know why that is. So we can't go to war with him again for quite a while. How long is the truce? 877, 3 years we can't go to war. We have certainly crippled their military might by taking one of their core provinces away. In fact, I believe this was their core province. And this one was like a secondary province. So you're quite weak. You're probably going to get gobbled up by someone else. In the future, I think we really need to avoid letting them siege us. The problem with Crusader Kings as well is that the AI will dance around a lot. And like even if you're trying to take the fight, they will continually just move from here back into the ocean, over here, back into the ocean, over here, back into the ocean. Over and over, and it becomes really annoying because they obviously are not going to take the fight, and you really can't do anything about it, and then the war drags on forever. So I do have some problems with that, but in the future we should avoid letting them siege our holdings because we did lose, I believe, one of our concubines. Did we lose a concubine? It would say in here somewhere. Doesn't say. Maybe it was just a courtier. Were you on my council? No, you're fine. Okay, ransom. He's offered to pay me $10 in exchange for my courtier and court physician. Sure. Sure. Please send me ransoms that are cheap for my children as well. It would be great. Lifestyle points, men-at-arms, reduction in cost, monthly income per stress level, Republican ruler opinion. I don't care. We're not Republican. We're not a republic. But we kind of want to press on to avaricious. What does this even do? Holding taxes, I guess. We'll reduce our men-at-arms maintenance because it's like the only thing that does anything at the moment. I really wish we were militarily focused. We're above our domain limit, yes. Let us delegate Vestfold to someone. Why not give it to one of my children? Does it give me a pop-up about inheritance? No. So who is the... So this is my heir. He will assume the duchy control and the control over the overall realm. Who's my other son? We have multiple sons. We have 3 other sons? Oh my god. Okay, let's just give Vestfold to someone else. Who in my realm? Who do I like on my council? That's unlanded. My marshal. Are you, a Nunder? Unmarried, located in Vingelmork. Where's that? Oh, you live in our enemy's realm? I sort of hate that. How about I give you Vestfold? Would you like that? Do you have any land? Marshal and champion, compassionate planner, commanding the army in Vingelmork. Okay. Sure. Marshal, would you like a title? F4 for the council. Here, would you like a title? You can have Vestfold. Chiefdom of Vestfold, yes. Gain 40 opinion of me, becomes a vassal. Yes. Sure. I like you well enough. Became your vassal. He's already on the council, so we don't have to worry about that. Let me guess, you hate me because I'm not your de jure liege. Guardian of my heir. Oh, I didn't realize you're who's educating my child. You received a county. I'm not your rightful liege. Yeah, that's real dumb that means anything to you when you've been working under me for years. Whatever. Let's disband our military. Disband. Have you been raided recently? I would love to go raid you because you stole my children and you've made me furious over that. We'll see about that in the next episode. This has gone on quite too long. So for now, I think that's going to do it. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. I'll be back with more Crusader Kings 3 in the near future. For now, that's it. Remember to click that like button and I'll see you in the next episode.